Hello, hello, hello. I think we're streaming. I made a new starting in a minute. There we go. Had to get the Sims up and running. I made a new starting in a minute thing. I think I love my background. I really do. My daughter made it for me. How many years ago now? Hey, by the way, there's a sale going on. You could get up to 50% off certain packs. And if you're really feeling up to it, you could use my creator code in the promo code section. No discount, but I do make a tiny, tiny little commission on that. Be super great. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, right. I love my background, but I really okay, September 18th, a big update. On Thursday, September 18th, a base game update is coming to The Sims 4. If you use mods and custom content, you may want to remove and back up save files. You can read more here. I love that they have this. This might annoy some people, but some people need the reminder. I'm just saying. Although things in the Sims community at Blue Sky and Twitter have settled down a bit. So a few things. Oh, I should make some kind of animation for this screen. Maybe bubbles? Would bubbles be cute or would that be weird? Maybe something else. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm still mad that I can't use Restream. I wish so badly that I could hardwire this computer into the internet so that I could be on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I'm never going to remember to post on YouTube every single time I stream. It's not going to happen. Speaking of which, I should post that I am streaming. Might be a good idea, huh? So I already posted part 1 that we streamed on Saturday. Of this build that I'm going to be working on today. Oh, gosh. Okay. I made a speed build of it, and I posted that to my main YouTube channel. The link should be down below, but it's just youtube.com/JSimLady. That's it. Oh, for a second there, I thought maybe I forgot to turn my microphone on. Okay, one time, way back in like, I don't know, maybe 2020 or early 2021, I was streaming basically every other day because, you know, schools had shut down. And so I didn't have to get my daughter to and from the bus. We did schooling for a few hours during the day, and I would live stream in the mid-afternoon. And at the time, I rarely, like, it had been over a year since I had last live streamed. I was getting a few views when I first started, but I stopped. I completely stopped streaming for an entire year. And so when I started back up again, I was not getting any views, right? 0 views. There was nobody there, which is fine. It takes time to build things up after you've been gone a while. I get that. So we have this done. And this is just the basic empty lot that will fill up with trash as you play it. We also have the community garden done. I love this so much. I love the way this turned out. I do need to finish the bathrooms. And I will. I probably will do the bathrooms off camera. I guess I can do all the bathrooms at the end, maybe, when I do the front, when we decide whatever we're gonna do to spruce up the front a little bit of each of these places. But anyways, I was streaming to 0 people, and there was one time when I forgot to turn my microphone on. So for a 3-hour live stream, 2 hours of it were without a microphone. That was so angering. I was so mad at myself for that and so embarrassed that I immediately deleted that live stream. Fun times. Anyways, so I did put this build, the community center, and building the shell and stuff up on my YouTube. I was not planning on there being big news this week. I was expecting it next week. So I was not planning to have a cut in between the 2 parts. So tomorrow I'm going to have a video up about the news. And then, because as you read, we've got a patch coming out on the 18th. And I like to make videos about those sometimes, although now it seems more important than ever, because the more content we make around these updates, the more people will be informed, and the more they are informed, the less they will create angry mobs on places like Twitter and Blue Sky, screaming about nothing working, when really it's just their custom content and mods that are not working. And that has nothing to do with The Sims 4 and everything to do with the mod creators. I'm sorry if it's rude, but it's true. So anyways, I already put the first part up, so the second part will have to wait till Friday, because that news story is coming out tomorrow. And that's okay, because that gives me extra time. I realized that I would have to cut it into 3 parts. Potentially cut it into 3 parts if I wasn't able to get it all done tonight, which I probably won't get it all done tonight, honestly. And so I really, oh my god, no, I'm not smart, because these were on the other one too. I did it after adding these, but thankfully before adding all the rest, I guess. I'm gonna have to go back and check the community garden lot one more time before I upload to make sure I got rid of all of them. But it looks like I was kind of smart enough to do it right after I added those dirty wall decals to this wall. but before I did it to everything else. Sometimes my brain kicks in and it just works, and it's like, whoa, you know what I mean? It's amazing. All right, I noticed something that bothered me when I was creating. Yeah. All right, let's go back and fix that on this one as well. I forgot to drag that back out after I changed the roof to be this way. So I want that to be drug out. I also wish that I could stream earlier, but I just can't. I should have taken advantage of it and done it over the summer. And then moved my schedule to evenings and Saturday mornings, but a person can only do what they can do, right? Actually, no, I must have, okay, I see what I did. I must have, started getting rid of or got rid of all of them or thought I got rid of all of them from this one and then copied this one over. But I realized that I hadn't gotten rid of them on this wall. And so that's why they were showing up. I'll just have to remember in the makerspace to check for that. Okay, so for the save file, this is going to be the default lot, the marketplace. And here's what I am thinking for that. I wish so much that the Home Chef Hustle tables showed up here. I might put one just to see if it'll work. I can't guarantee anything, but it'll be there for your sim if you choose to have a sim that makes food and comes here to the seller space to sell stuff. So that would be like good cross pack play there, you know? You'll have other townie sims, pre-mades and townies coming here and selling their goods at the table, at the other tables, the sales tables, and then if you have a chef sim, your chef sim can sell at the Home Chef Hustle table. I think that's a great idea. I like that idea. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so first we need to get some lights in here. Oh, I didn't realize I used such a cracked... I didn't realize that cement was that cracked. I didn't see that before. How did I not see that before? Were my graphics not working as well before? That's weird. That's very weird indeed. Okay. Let's get some lights in here. So in a cellar space, or a marketplace, as the game calls it, which, I mean, makes sense, but it's easier for me to say cellar space, cellar place, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. How much light do these give off? Not a lot. I think we're gonna go with the vending machine idea over here again, like we did in the community garden. Stop scrolling. I think we'll go with basic black. But how much light? Yeah, see, those don't give a lot of light, do they? Not really. I like them. but they don't give a lot of light. Here, hold on for a sec. I'm gonna just adjust my microphone. I know that with my microphone arm is getting pretty worn. It fell apart the other day when I tried to adjust it. It's just kind of hanging on by a thread right now. I might have to get a new one. And I know that every time I adjust it, the microphone picks it up, but I don't know if that's an arm problem or a microphone problem. I really do need to get a new microphone though. This one is bad. Bad, bad, but this is my first real microphone. And yeah, it was a cheap one. It was only $40. So yeah, not a good one. Should we use something like this? I don't know how, and those do the same thing. Okay. I don't know how much I like those ones anyways, though, so. Let's see. Oh, the other thing that I started to say earlier and then didn't finish. What about these? I'm not using Facecam until this build is finished and I get it uploaded. I'll have Facecam on my news video tomorrow. But for this final build, I don't want to do half and half of it with and half of it without. Yeah, no, I don't like that. We want the space to be nice and bright, right? Because it's a space where people will buy stuff, you know? And they want to be able to see what it is they're buying, right? I don't think I turned on a single cheat the last time we worked on this lot. I didn't realize that until after I was making the speed build for YouTube. But I didn't even turn move objects on, I don't think. So you can build decent lots without move objects on and without massively like overfilling stuff. And honestly, it's better for your game that way. So, Alright, let's maybe start with the wallpaper first. Or paint? Paint or wallpaper? That is the question. See, this is why it takes me so long to finish builds, because I am very indecisive and I don't move very fast. That's so dainty. I don't think it makes for a good wallpaper for a market place full of market stalls. Probably something more basic, like a basic paint, honestly. Is that kind of purple? Does that look kind of purple to anybody else? Like the slightest undertone of purple? Am I completely off base on that? Okay, I think we'll go with that. There really isn't a lot that needs to happen. Some pictures on the wall, that kind of stuff. Actually, I do want to go back and see what I did for the sidewalk out here. Okay, right. I used the bricks. I guess I can pretty much do anything and it's fine. We don't need to copy everything. I don't think I have this in the community garden space. And I'm wondering, do I need it here? Because if this is a marketplace, you wouldn't necessarily have a recycler here. This would be more like a factory item, right? Yeah, I think so. Alright, let's pick... Nope, nope. This one. We were already here. I can't click on anything. Alright, let's pick a nice... maybe tile? For inside? Potentially tile? That's very light, very bright. Possibly not. Does that have a slightly darker color, like gray? It does. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that for both of these spaces. And then for outside, maybe just the basic sidewalk. Should we put another food area out here like with the last one? That is the question. Probably should have put the tree here too, huh? Probably should have had it on every lot in the same place. Alright, let's see where it's at. One, two. 1, 2. Interesting. I kind of wish I would have thought about including it right from the start on every lot. Would have made more sense, right? Would have been more realistic that way. That's a willow. Lilacs and lanterns. Oak tree right here. So it's right there. I think that might be exactly how it's... No, it's turned. Okay. It's turned so that this part is facing this way. Got it. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I wish I would have thought about that. I guess it really doesn't matter if it's turned a different way, maybe. No. Why does it do that? I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. Pretty darn close though, right? Oh, I see. That's why. Pretty darn close. Where did I get it from? Oh, maybe it's 3 or 2.5 in. No, 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 no. Like that? No, that's right. I mean, that's so close. That one's over slightly, though. Not 100% sure why. That's very, very close. I like it. Okay, moving on. It's not perfect, but it's so close it's barely noticeable, right? Okay, so we'll do vending machines in here again, and a couple of tables and chairs in here. We'll do that thing out there again, tables and chairs out here. And then, in here will be the stalls. There might be... Should we do stalls here? No, probably not. But we will do a couple of stalls here. And maybe we'll put this, like, right... Stop it. Like, right here near the edge of the lot. Or right here, maybe? Right there. Oops. I just realized I added an extra row there. This microphone, I tell ya. 2 market stalls? 2 of them? Really? Why? They can't even be used. Okay. Maybe we'll put one of... No, we'll put them both in the back. We'll do maybe a white one. I think Sims can use that. And pink or black? Probably black. We'll put a second one right there, I guess, because I don't see how any of these other ones are usable. I mean, your own sim has to hire someone to come work at these. I'm pretty sure your sim cannot even work at these. And I'm pretty sure they have to hire someone definitely to work at these other ones. I could be wrong though. Ooh. Will these work in here though? I don't know that this'll work. I think the thrift tea boba bubble tea counter has to be attached to a thrift store. But I wonder if... Alright, we're gonna save this and we're gonna head over and look at Evergreen Harbor. Let's look at this one. This one's the one likely to have the most stuff in it. Okay, I only see one, so they really only require one, and yeah, it's just this one. I guess I wasn't, yeah, that's optional. Okay. So we really only have to have one, that's fine. What did that say? Could be, no, I thought, I have to go back and change the community garden. Oh, wait, maybe it was set for this one. Okay. Okay, they are individually set. Nice. How wonderful. And we don't need two of these. It was optional, and I don't think something like this will even work. We should try that out sometime, though. I think we'll put that here, actually. And then I'm actually gonna kinda do... Nope, that's too big. There. I really wish it connected on both sides with the sidewalks. It'd be so much nicer. But alas, we do not get to that, so... What should we put over here? Possibly some flowers? Maybe a small garden bed right here. Or maybe some playthings for some children. The sandboxes. Can someone remind me? Because I never see people put this on their lots. But I don't see people making a lot of lots for children anyways. And maybe that will change now with Adventures Awaits. Or maybe the sandbox stuff came with Snowy Escape. And I know it wasn't a hugely popular pack. So maybe that's why very few people know about it or use it, but there is a sand texture. I think you have to use a specific texture, though I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong about that, because there isn't one here from Snowy Escape, but I know probably this one, right? Sandcastle Dream. Somehow, if you use this sand texture, Sim kids can build sandcastles and stuff. Maybe we should put a few things out here for children to play with while their parents shop. What do we think about that? I don't know. But I do want to do another sandbox. And I do want to build like a daycare center too. So maybe we'll save the sandbox for that. I don't know. Maybe we'll just put some flowers back here. Because the inside is going to be so basic. So basic. I think we'll use one of each. of these tables. Why can't I put that there? That's annoying. If I put it up against the wall like this, will they still be able to use it? I think my dog wants in. Hold on. Come on, Rainy. You want to come in? Hi, baby. Hi. Are you looking for me? Aw. Hi, baby. Nice. Silly pie. Silly pie. Hi, baby. Come here. I need to get a new camera, too. So that I have a nice one for me. And then I can use this one on my doggies. And you can see them. Because they're cute. Because they're cute little monsters. Yes, they are. Do you want to go back out? Yeah, you want to go back out there? Hi, lady. Oh, she's like, I'm so confused. Why do you keep shoving me in and out, lady? Sorry, Rainy. I don't know what you want. No, I know what she wants. She wants a TRAT from my neighbor, who also happens to be my mother. Let's use that one. That's kind of cute. I can't put it in these corners. That kind of stinks, actually. I'm kind of a little bit mad about that. Wait, can I put it like that? I can. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I actually like these three versions of this. Whoa, slow down there, Slick. Don't mind me, just trying to kill gnats. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Okay, so there are 6 tables in here. We won't need any for the front. I really doubt we'll need any for the front. Actually, should we have 6 in here, or should we have a little sitting area right here, too? Ah, decisions. I mean, I'm not sure all 6 tables would even get used anyway. So... Oh wait, I was gonna put a Home Chef Hustle one in here too. I think I'll do it right here. I wonder why it doesn't show up here. Is it just because it's not tagged right? I went to the wrong menu. Or is it because it won't work on this lot? Because it's a special type of sales table. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see it here. Where did it go? Why wouldn't it be with the other? Oh, there it is. Okay, I kind of like this one. Not gonna lie. I think we'll go with this one. It's so big, and they have to be able to get behind there, so No. Shoot. What if we put it... Come on. Come on. Are you serious right now? What if we put it right here? Is that enough space to get behind it? But I mean, they're selling food there. Oh, that's pizza. What if they don't sell pizza, though? Waffles, regular. This one's not bad. I still like this one the most, though. It's very cute and colorful. That one's okay. I guess we'll go... I guess we'll go with this one. I hope they can use these. I think I kind of like that one. Is that bad? Might be bad. Okay, so put this one here. And then maybe this one here. So there's food in here, but there's also food out there, and we'll turn this space into a sitting space. So this is just where all the sales are happening at. And I have no idea how I should decorate this. Honestly, I really did not want to have to use move objects on. I did not want to have to get out a bunch of random decor items. I don't want to mess with all of that because the game is not nice. And since we don't have a lot of plants to kind of cover up the windows slightly, we should probably put shades over them, right? I kind of like this one, but it's not really in the colors that I want. So I just wanted some basic shades. This might work. That's a little big though. Okay, that works. Just so that the window, what? No, the sun is not glaring in the window. That's what I was trying to say. So, after we get this lot done, what should I stream next? I know October is rapidly approaching. Very rapidly approaching. I'd like to play some not too scary games, but something that definitely has Halloween vibes. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Party starting posters. I mean, that actually could work here in a makerspace. Oh, I forgot about this. Where should we put this? Shoot. There really isn't a good place to put it, honestly. Should we just go with the trash can idea again? I think we'll just go with the trash can idea again. but maybe different ones this time. Piper, chill. Actually, I'm not seeing one. I do like the... What is your problem? Every time I open my mouth. I do like the dumpster for this kind of space. But I really didn't consider where we would be putting it. I guess we could get rid of these two windows here. They're really not necessary. And we can put a couple of dumpsters back here. Because that's what makes sense for this space. Piper! And we'll just tuck that right in there. What is your problem? What? I'm sorry. I just now realized that every time I get up and turn my chair, it probably hits the microphone. Oh, I'm so awesome. You wish you could be me. I know. Don't be jealous of my awesomeness. It's a gift, I swear. Okay. So we're gonna want a couple of lights out here by the dumpsters. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I do really like these ones, but I feel like it's weird to use them multiple times. Now, I kind of wish I would have used different lights in the, why do I keep calling this the maker space? This is the marketplace, whatever. I do kind of wish I wouldn't have used those ones in the community garden. We should have used something else. Oh well. I can use these for next to the dumpsters. And then we'll use different lights out and around here. I do like this for what would you call it? Like an advertising space, you know what I mean? That's kind of funny. Okay. Actually, we'll put that one in the center. We'll put this one up here. Like that. And now she wants back in here. course she does. She's kind of a pain. I thought we had more posters and things. Nope. That would work if it didn't have the pins in it. Why does my mouse keep jumping like that all of a sudden? It's kind of annoying. Oh my god. That dog is so cute. That reminds me of my Rainy, except the only difference is my Rainy is black and white instead of brown and white. Did I look at this one already? This one's more of a school one. Doesn't really look like advertisements. So it doesn't really work. I mean, I guess that works, right? But now what do we decorate inside with? Because we basically used up all the posters and things that look like advertisements outside. um, hmm. I mean, we could just do some wall mural type of things. But the only ones we really have are from cats and dogs. Like a giant business card. Is that like a billboard type of thing? Because it looks like a giant business card. I mean, maybe they're advertising here because they sponsor the place. That could be a thing, right? Yeah, we're gonna say that that's a thing. And they have a giant billboard in here because they kind of sponsor this place. As for anything else, I guess we could use get to work posters. Honestly, we really could because most of what the townies and the pre-mades are gonna sell is gonna be like collectible items and things like that that you can find around the world. You know what I'm saying? But now this spot is empty. Actually, I kind of have an idea. I kind of maybe have an idea. I'm not sure. Very small. But cute, right? I mean, it's very pastel compared to the table, but it kind of works, right? Oh no. I just realized the shadows. Rude. They're so cute though. I guess we can use them as small versions. No, stop hitting the wrong spot. Maybe move that up just a bit. There we go. That's adorable. Oh wait, that kind of matches. Maybe we should do that instead. I also am never gonna get this done because of my dogs. Just saying. They're kind of a pain. Yes, Piper, I hear you. Harmony. Harmony Jeebers. Okay, that's actually kind of cute. I kind of like it. Now we just need to fill up this space right here. But with what? That is the question. Hmm. Hmm. Well, that lets me place it wherever. I wonder why the paintings don't, which are actually just posters anyways. Not even paintings with frames. Such a pain. And I don't want to have to turn cheats on. I have not used cheats yet. It would be nice to not use cheats at all. Honestly. I don't know what to do. I guess we could just put more of those poster things up and call it good. You know? I think we might do that. None of these really scream. This one does, but none of these really scream public space. This one's not bad actually. Where'd those other ones I used go? What about this? Is there something here? I don't think so. These are like drawings and photos, records, CDs, that kind of stuff. Here's one. Are you serious? I was gonna say, why won't it let me place it? It's still weird to me that it's literally representing a flat piece of paper taped to the wall. It doesn't even have these fake pins like these ones do. Okay, that one kind of works. That might be all we need. Honestly, it's a very boring space. I'm sorry. What? Starry? No, I'm sorry. It is an incredibly boring space, but like, I swear I ate supper. If you heard that, I swear I ate supper. We had a family pot pie thing. I don't know why my stomach does that sometimes. I have a weird tummy. It's very angry all the time. It's constantly making noises. Anyways, um, ooh, sorry. Was adjusting the microphone again. Um, it is very boring, but the point is just to come in here and buy stuff, you know? Buy people stuff, shop around maybe a little bit. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? And now this looks kind of funny. It will not go there. Okay. We do need a couple of regular trash cans. Actually, what I could just do is just bring this. Oh. This mouse. What the heck? There. We need some lights for out here now. That's the bad part about the marketplace and makerspace of this lot is they can be kind of basic sometimes. I know you can do something like really extravagant, but my new crest is like, how do I explain it? My new crest reminds me of a town nearby where I live. And it's a suburban town, and nothing is basically more than 1 story tall. And it's all very big box store, chain store uh, type of buildings. Some of them used to be bigger stores, but then they were broken down into smaller stores. So it's almost vaguely like a strip mall, but kind of not. Because it's like only 2 or 3 stores, and there's a couple of spots like that. It's like a lower income suburban town, if that makes sense. And so you have all these basic spaces. That's what Newcrest reminds me of. And I like Newcrest, and I like it this way. So if you don't, that's fine. I get it. But do try to understand that we all have different experiences in life, and we all have different likes and dislikes, and this is mine. And this just kind of, it's a place that I've spent a lot of time in over the years. A lot. Like, not as much as home, but still. I mean, my hometown is not all that much different. Half of our town is old buildings that were built when the town was first formed. And then the other half is very much like this new crest, honestly. Very modern cookie cutter suburban. That's what I'm trying to think of. For a very long time there, we were going modern cookie cutter suburban, no personality, everything very generic. You know what I'm saying? And that's the feeling that I'm trying to give to this new crest. Because it just feels this way to me. Kind of slightly generic suburban, you know? And I do have a lot of storylines for a lot of my families already, so it fits. It fits the storylines. Like cheating spouses and long lost family. Kind of similar to the stuff that's kind of already in the game, honestly. But more involved and funner, I guess. Okay, I'm rambling because I don't know what light I want to use and I don't know what to do. And I feel weird because this marketplace is really very basic, but that's kind of what I wanted. But it does look kind of very basic. I will give you that. It does. That is kind of the point though, which is somewhat annoying. that is the point, and yet I want to use that, but it doesn't feel right. I want to just use these again, honestly. I might just use these again. We'll leave the front. How much light does that even give there? Okay, it's not great. Maybe we should check this as well. Okay, that's slightly better. Not perfect, but it is better. The garden doesn't need light. We'll put lights in the front too at some point. But this is, I feel like this is how this should look, because it's literally just for selling stuff, you know? And it's inside so it stays out of the elements, you know? Okay. I'm not gonna worry about it. If other people don't like it, it's totally fine. I won't cry, I promise. Mostly. Probably. Now, do any of these look like outdoor tables? Kind of, but also not really. But kind of? Do we have one that's like that with a metal bottom? That's so weird. Hmm. I mean, there is this one, but I feel like that's more of a fancy park table than a marketplace. Like a flea market place. Outdoor table, you know? Oh no. What time is it? I guess. I guess we could go with this one. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's not terrible. Nope, this one. Now, what chairs do we use? That is the question. I feel like these chairs would go nice with it. If they come in the proper color. Looks like this. With a pink one. I think we'll go with the blue one. Nope, that one won't let us do it. And I think we're gonna put some trash cans over here. Like that. Oh, look at that. They even have different pictures on them for the different colors. I didn't realize. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Okay, I think we should use candles on the tables again or something. Oh, maybe we could use those little, well, we could use these. Pretend like they're solar lights. This right here, this is what I was thinking of. We could use these. Yeah, they give off plenty of light. Let's just move the trash cans back slightly. Yeah, I like that. And then in here, we'll put the vending machines. Where were the vending machines at again? Is it under appliances? You'd think after all this time I'd have these things memorized. But alas, I do not. No, why does this mouse keep jumping like that? That's so annoying. I need a better mouse. Well, the dog and cat vending machine things are here, so yeah, right here. Okay. Ooh, what's this one? I didn't see. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, never mind. We want a frozen treats. Oh, there's this one too. Hmm. That's I hot foods. I think we'll go with these three this time. Yeah, I don't really like the black swatch as much. Is that weird? And I think we'll use these on here as well. Oh my god, I don't know why this mouse does that. Seriously annoying. Okay, so I guess we'll just go with the same tables and chairs that are outside, or do we do different ones in here? You know, maybe we'll do different ones. I don't know. No, I like the idea of having individual tables for different groups of people to sit at. Hmm. I'm not sure which ones to pick. I know I take entirely too long. Okay, we'll go with the same tables, but we'll use different chairs. Can't really fit a lot of tables in here. Okay, sure. That's lovely. All right, let's move these into the corner so we can at least put one more table right here. I guess. I wish that the chairs in this one didn't take up as much room. I swear, in the previous Sims games, the chairs pushed in. I swear they did. I swear I remember that being a thing. And they didn't stay sticking out like this everywhere. That's kind of annoying. Can't really do anything in this space because of the vending machines. Hopefully they can get to the bathrooms. And we'll just put some artwork on the walls, I guess. Like framed artwork, I think. Not posters like advertising like this stuff. But, actual art. That's kind of small. Let's see what other options it has. Actually, this is kind of like an advertisement. But framed. I'm not sure. I am at a loss. Tell me this is not the worst piece of art in the whole game. Why? Why is it even there and what is it for? It's so random. Okay, excuse me. I guess we could use a few of these right here. We need something right here, though. And maybe also a plant. Sorry. Mm, maybe? These gnats, I tell ya. And this mouse. I think this weekend I'm gonna try getting a different mouse. Honestly. Depends on how much money we have. The holidays are coming up soon. Hmm. I think I'm just gonna go with that one that I always use everywhere because I'm obsessed with. There's also this one though. And that one kind of matches the other two. So maybe we'll just do that. I know it's like a 4-piece thing, and all 4 pieces put together make like a thing, but... Okay, this might be a good place actually for an actual bulletin board now. Actually, should we put the bulletin board here by the front door? We probably should, huh? But then I can't have a plant anywhere, and that bothers me. But the bulletin board would make more sense right next to the front door, wouldn't it? Let's see if we can find it. Sorry. Here we are. Is that too high up? That might be a little bit too high up. And then like that. Maybe if we put a smaller, shorter plant. Nope. Nope. Still kind of covers things up a little bit, but... What do we think? Yeah? Yeah. Now we just need a piece of art for this wall right here. And this is where I'll probably use that big one that I'm always using. Well, not big, but like this right here. There. Somewhat decorated, but still a very casual cafeteria-esque kind of place. And then we just gotta do the bathrooms and the front. Do we still want to do a couple of tables out front? I don't want the Sims to freeze to death, honestly. I don't remember. I swear Eco Lifestyle came out after Seasons. But they don't treat it as though Seasons was already out when it came out. Let me look that up, actually. Yeah, Seasons, I'm pretty sure was out. Yeah, 2 years beforehand. And yet they treated it like Seasons didn't exist and like people wouldn't have the Seasons pack. And that's where I complain about no cohesion in this game. 'Cause they should have built the lots, like the seller spaces, the marketplace lots, as if people would have Seasons as well and have it installed. And if your Sims, if your townies or premades are standing outside at a market, at a sales table selling stuff, they're gonna freeze to death in the winter. Why? Why is this mouse like this? I need a better mouse. I need the gnats to leave me alone. I need to go check on my daughter because she hasn't taken her medicine yet. I'll be right back. Oh, there she is right now. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, we'll work on all the bathrooms after. And then I still haven't decided, I guess. What did we say for this one? We were gonna put a couple of market tables out front, but now I'm thinking that's a bad idea. Honestly, because I feel like they're gonna freeze to death, you know? I don't want them to freeze to death. I don't want to have a bunch of dead frozen Sims all over the place. Because they used the sales tables outside. That's why I put them in a building like this. And that's why I have indoor seating as well as outdoor seating, you know? I don't think I'm gonna put some stands out here after all. So I'm gonna go over and do the maker space now. And this one's gonna be super easy because, again, it's pretty generic. Seriously, mouse. I changed the batteries. I cleaned it. I did everything a person can do. It's just not a good mouse, is the problem. So let's put this back here because it does kind of make sense in a space like this. And this can be here. And here, I guess. Or actually maybe back here. For serious mouse. Yeah, we'll put it right here, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. And then this again will be a little cafeteria area. I guess we could do this, eating area similar to the other ones here as well. Or just have a couple of picnic tables and then do vending machines inside. That's more factory-like to me, honestly. And should we get rid of these big plate glass windows? Why? Why? Should we get rid of these plate glass windows? And do smaller windows? I think we should. Because that makes sense in a factory space as well. Yeah, I feel like that just fits a factory type space much more. And then we'll put a couple of picnic tables out here. With an outdoor trash. Something like this, probably. I'm looking for something not super fancy. But not too terribly run down either. This is actually not bad. So I think we'll go with this one. Couple of picnic tables out here. Like so. And we'll do sidewalks out front, but inside the buildings, I think we'll keep the sort of messy stone, not stone, kind of messy, cracked, pitted concrete. That's what I was trying to think of. Concrete, because it makes more sense, especially over here where the actual factory part is gonna be, and then maybe over here we'll do something a little bit nicer for the little vending machine area. So then we want probably some kind of basic grayish wall. It's not gonna have a lot of decoration. That's the thing. It's a space for making stuff. So it's not gonna be super decorative, you know? There we go. All right, what kind of things? A fabricator. So will we need more than one? We'll put two just in case. A woodworking table. We've got so many choices now. Wait, easel. Oh, a kid's activity, huh? Candle making, juice fizzers. What else would we put in here? I think we're just gonna go with the base game one. These ones would be pretty beat up from lots of people using them. An easel, huh? I don't feel like this is the place for an easel, if I'm being honest. We do have the candle shop downtown. Do we need candles here? Possibly not. But also it might be nice to have one. And then, do we really need a juice fizzer here? Like, how many Sims are gonna be using these things besides our Sim, of course? Should we use a robotics station in here? Would that make sense too? I mean, I could just have one fabricator and one woodworking bench. And honestly, most of this stuff is optional. So what would make the most sense in like a quote-unquote factory space? The fabricators, sure. The woodworking benches, sure. Possibly the candles. But would the juice fizzing station make sense? Or should we make another space for that? I feel like we should make another space for that. They included it because it was included in the pack. And so it makes sense to include it in this space. For sure. But now that we have a ton of other packs, we have different ways that lots work. We have businesses and hobbies. We're about to have adventure awaits. Like, I feel like nectar making and fizzy juice making would be better in like their own food related factory, if that makes sense. Like maybe even an adventure, a quote unquote adventure awaits food factory place, because from what I'm understanding, it's mostly revolving around getaways and stuff, but because of the versatility of the pack, and I could be completely off base here. I could be completely, totally 1,000% off base here, but because of the nature of the pack, some people are suggesting that you might be able to make an infinite possibility of different lot types. Does that make sense? Although businesses and hobbies works as well to make like a fizzy juice factory and a nectar making factory and stuff like that. So I feel like this should be more for housewares and things like that type of stuff, right? Are you feeling me? Are we on the same wavelength here? Are you getting my vibe? What do the people say these days? I don't know. But does this feel right to anybody else? 'Cause it feels right to me. And chances are we will be getting even more things in the future that we can craft our own items from, and even more items to craft. You know what I mean? The heck are these? Oh, they're photo booths. Can those work on other lots or no? I don't know what else I would use here. A lot of fabricating, a lot of woodworking. Possibly, probably even the candle making. I guess without... Well, what about pottery? Would pottery be something? That'd probably be more in an art center, right? Like with easels. Pottery would. I feel like that would be more of an art center type of thing. We do have art centers. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, an art center is a great place to hang out and do creative activities and have mentors improve your sim skills. So I feel like that would be better in an art center or even a recreation center. Both the easels and the pottery stuff would be better there. But also, kind of, it does a little bit make sense to have it here too. In a factory space. I don't know. Maybe the factory space should include every single different thing that we can make. I'll do it that way. Um, and then if people don't like it, you can put whatever. I don't know. I don't like that idea though. I like the idea of it just... I mean, if you're gonna use this version of this lot in... You know what? I'm gonna go with my idea because this isn't even the point of the lot. This really and truly is not even the point of this lot. We're not going to have it for the save file on this. If someone else chooses to have it on in the save file or in their own save file with other things, they can add their own other things to it however they want. But for me, I feel like pottery is a possibility just because it's also a housewares thing, you know? But that could also potentially be its own space. I think this is probably good for these, honestly. And I'm not... There's also jewelry making. Jewelry making is a good one to have in a space like this too, possibly. Then again, also not. Which would make more sense, pottery or jewelry making? Am I overthinking this too much? Potentially. I guess we'll go with pottery. It makes the most sense in this context. And then we need to do like the vending machine cafeteria area. What did I find those under? Appliances. And we'll do the same ones that we did. Which one was that? Hot, cold, and then the one from high school years, which is just a variety of different snacks. And let's see. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's put some lights in here. And I guess we'll just paint the walls the same colors. This sort of light textured gray. Jeez, this mouse picks up literally every tiny sound. How annoying. And we'll do a nicer floor in here. Trying to keep that gnat that's bugging me from flying into my glass of water. I guess this? I mean, it is slightly better than that cracked. It's not great though. The cracked cement. I don't want to go too fancy. But I don't want it to be... Shouldn't that be like 2? Come on. Let's see. What about a stone? Masonry. Linoleum. I feel like they could give us a couple new linoleums. I also feel like we could use a lot more tiles. Is that just me? And some of these could use other color variations. I guess we'll stick with this one. It's not great, but it's fine. And then we'll just do some basic tables. You know, actually, maybe we'll do the same picnic tables in here as we had outside. Kind of works, right? Yeah. Then we can do another bulletin board type thing right here, potentially. Where was that bulletin board at? Did I miss it? I feel like I might have missed it already. Possibly. Oh, is this it? No, that's a different one. But that's fine too. They don't all have to be the same. In fact, it's better if they're not. And then maybe a simple piece of artwork here. Nothing too fancy because it's like factory vibes. And also the Sims are here to grind. You know? Um... Um... And this one's kind of small. Yeah, I could probably do something like this. I think we'll go with that. Even though it reminds me of winter and a frozen lake and everything, we'll go with that. So there we go. That is the maker space. Not at all fancy. Not even a little bit. But that's how I want it. It's factory vibes, you know? And not just factory vibes, but like small town, rural town, or like, I don't know, like I was saying earlier. Okay, I should do the bathrooms, but honestly, I hate bathrooms. Is that bad to admit? I truly, truly despise bathrooms with a passion. I don't know why. They're just so boring to me. Maybe because I don't make very big bathrooms very often. I don't like that. That doesn't feel right. This would probably be better. I really don't think there would be much else here, but I can probably put a couple of small trees in the front. Just to give it, or even just one tree in the front. Just to give it that little bit of something more. That is not the right color. I hate this mouse more than you can imagine. Really and truly despise it. If anybody has any suggestions for a non-wired mouse, not Bluetooth. My computer doesn't work with Bluetooth very well either. Honestly, I feel like I was scammed into buying this computer. He saw a sucker and he went for it. That's what it feels like sometimes. And I didn't do any shading on the other lots either, so I'm gonna have to do that too. In my mind, this is a very rough and tumble kind of space because it's factory-like, you know? Nope. Maybe it's fine. Oh, I don't have that up against the wall. Although, maybe it shouldn't be completely up against the wall, but how did I swear I pressed it up against the wall. What the heck? But maybe I shouldn't because it might bleed through. It doesn't. Okay, that's nice to know. But I could have swore I pushed that up against the wall. That's so weird. Okay, a little factory space. Oh no, we gotta do the bathrooms. So the sinks are fine because it's like a factory space, but let's put in just like maybe the cheap basic toilet here. And then in this one, I honestly don't remember where to go. Let's go to kids. The changing table is probably under kids, for sure, right? I mean, I'm sure it's elsewhere as well. Yeah, right here. Another light. We'll use the same tiles in here. Same boring whitish gray walls. And then why is that toilet paper under wall and not where the rest of the toilet papers are at? That kind of gets annoying when they start doing stuff like that, because then it's hard to find things. Maybe it's just me, but I would expect to find all the toilet paper rolls regardless of who made them, because they had to check these items first, right? That's a little high up there, isn't it? Anyways, they had to check these items first. And then they had to pack them all up in a kit together. My guess is they were also the ones that potentially tagged them as well. So why not put all the toilet paper rolls in the same space? In the same menu place. This mouse. That's so annoying. I'm never gonna get them at the same level. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. What am I doing? Come on. Close enough, right? Just basic. Do we have a hand washing sign from Get to Work? I'm fairly certain we do. Oh, you know what else I didn't put out? I didn't put out any exit signs on anything. Man, this mouse. Should probably go back and put exit signs on everything, huh? A hand sanitizer dispenser. That could be good to have, like, right inside the doors, maybe? I didn't even realize we had that, to be honest with you. Put that right there. Questionable air duct. I mean, but it kind of makes sense, right? You want more decorative stuff in here? I'll give you more decorative stuff in here. What in the world is that? Okay. Sure. I was gonna look for something and now I can't remember what it was. Or I was gonna put something out, but now I can't remember what it was. So ignore me for a minute while I go through the and see if I can jog my memory a little bit. This would be good to have. Would this be better? Like a couple of these? Instead of these big vents? I don't know. It's hard to say. There's also these from City Living. I wish I could remember what it was. I remember thinking, oh, that's a good idea, but let me put this out really quick first before I forget it. Oh, fun times, fun times. Hmm. We also have these now, too, which are kind of cool in a factory space like this, honestly. Should we do it? Should we have these instead of these? Kind of makes more sense, right? Seriously? Come on. Ah, this mouse certainly doesn't make anything easier, that's for sure. Was that window gonna be in the way? I just wanted to see if I could carry it through. No, it's not. Okay. Interesting. Carry it through to this space. Make it look kind of like a connected factory. Is that weird? Isn't there like an end cap thing too? Or something? I don't know. Let's just move on from that. I thought... Wait. I could... And this is gonna sound funny all these years later still, but I could actually be thinking of The Sims 2 or The Sims 3. Or... Because I feel like there was one that turned up and went into the ceiling. So I could be remembering The Sims 2 or The Sims 3, or they've taken out objects over the years, you know? And some of these things just disappear and people don't notice them because they don't use them very often. I also felt like there was a T-shaped one of these at one time. What pack even is that, though? Industrial Loft. Yeah, see, I remember having these things long before Industrial Loft. So I must be thinking of The Sims 2 or The Sims 3. I have to be. That's the only way it makes sense, right? And then we'll put... Is that the ground one? No, that's a roof. It's probably meant for a flat roof, huh? I kind of didn't want to have to use a flat roof, though. Where's that other one? Right here? I mean, they both can go on the roof, but... I think we'll put this one right here. Where does that lead into? Yeah, basically right here. So we'll put it right there. Now we're done with the factory space. Oh, wait, no. I need lights in here, don't I? Oh, I gotta take my medicine. I almost forgot. Honestly, these lights kind of fit this too. Is that completely annoying? I feel like it might be completely annoying, but that's okay. Okay, now this space is done. Now let's go do the bathrooms in here. Okay, we want slightly nicer bathrooms in here, I think. Oh my god. This mouse. You know, it really only does it in this game, too. I don't have this much, like, I don't, it's definitely showing some issues in other spaces, for sure. But not to this extent. Not like it does in this game. It's rather annoying. Nope. Why did I look for toilets under comfort? That was weird. We're gonna go with the same basic setup of the other ones, but just kind of slightly nicer stuff. Maybe. Like this. No. I don't like this mirror for this space. This one's similar, but giving a little more upscale. Yeah, let's go with this one. Let's just go to kids. I'm sure it shows up somewhere else in the menu, but honestly, it will probably take me forever to find it. Wait, wasn't it? Wasn't it right here somewhere last time? There it is. I'm like, I swear it was. I know I saw it. So, we should probably do... soaps again. That's a for sure must. exit signs before I forget. Where did the fire extinguishers go? Right there. Put one there. I think I forgot to put one in this space. Now where'd it go? Are you serious? How did it get scrolled down like that? And one there. I think I forgot to put one in this eating space in here. I did. Okay. So I'll put one there. And you know what else I realized I should put in the community garden space is like a couple of hoses and stuff. Maybe even something like this. What else was I gonna put in here? Oh, I'm just working on the bathrooms now, that's right. Other than toilet paper, I feel like the bathrooms are probably done. I wish we had more commercial, like, toilet paper dispensers, but you get what you get, right? Ooh! You heard nothing? That was my mouse hitting my cup and knocking my cup over. Oh my god, I'll be right back. I totally didn't knock my glass over while live streaming. Totally. You totally hear things that are not there. What was I doing? Oh, I was looking for the paper towel dispenser things from Get to Work. Right here. Like about there. Yeah, bathrooms are pretty basic. So what should we do out here? Honestly, I think I forgot to shade the front of the building. No, I did not, but I did forget to shade the sidewalk. There. That makes me feel better. Should we just do... I mean... This is the one that I want to be default on here. And is there a way to make this set this way? Oh, no. Why did I click that? My brain is not working. I'm starting to get tired. I think is the problem. Knocking over my glass. Clicking on the wrong buttons. Also getting frustrated with this mouse. Let's do some of these. So, let's see. Convivial. This spacious but intimate feel makes it easier to practice charisma, comedy, and mischief. Um, I don't want it to have mean vibes. If you ask me, the penny pixies should not be on a community lot. Like, how? Why? How would that even work? There isn't really anything here specific to owning a business. I guess this one. But you don't work on your entrepreneurial... I've never been able to say that word. Your business skill, which I don't know, is that a hidden skill or is that one you actually get to see? I don't remember. But you do work on your charisma, but also comedy and mischief. And I don't know if I like that. I kind of just want it to be... Excuse me. Kind of just want it to be... You know, I never did understand this one. Sunny aspect. The beautiful scenery really makes this place uplifting. When the sun goes down, Sims may get energized, happy, or inspired. Huh? I mean, maybe they were being like... whatever, you know? Sunny meaning happy and cheerful. Hmm. I guess we're just not gonna pick anything in particular for this one. But I don't know what to do for the front here. I don't want to go overly big with like a garden because we'll save that for the garden center. Community garden space. But I don't want to go just simple shrubs like the factory space either. Oh my god, I am really getting tired already. And I even took my medicine late and everything. How rude and annoying. And honestly, as much as big, fluffy, overgrown gardens were starting to grow on me there for a while, They get to be a bit much sometimes. Do we like the purple? I guess we can go with small garden space. I just... I don't know. Hmm. Okay, see, now for something like this, I might actually have to turn move objects on. Ugh. All this time and I didn't have to touch it. Problem is that fern is massive. And I'm not even sure I like that. I kinda don't. Kinda don't like that either. These are supposed to have flowers coming out of them, by the way. I don't know where the rest of you all live, but where I live, they have little drooping, dainty. Where did it go? What the heck? Oh, right here. Little drooping, dainty flowers. Purple flowers. I don't know how to describe them, but trust me. This would be like the early spring state of them without the flowers coming up out of the center. I wish those were a different color. I actually kind of like this. I just don't like the color of them. Sorry, just concentrating on how I want this to look. Okay, I might have gotten a little bit carried away. But we have a little garden out here now. I don't know who maintains this. Kinda sucks to be them. 'Cause they have to clean up after the mess of all the sellers and the shoppers, and they have to maintain the garden. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm delirious with fatigue. Don't pay any attention to me. Although that would be fun if we got a pack. No, if they did a base game update that included a janitor that showed up on any lot that was not a home residential lot or vacation home and cleaned. So, like on community lots of all types, regardless of what pack they came from. And they would get mad at Sims for throwing trash on the floor or something, you know? I feel like that would be a cool addition to the game. Okay, I do believe this one is done now too. Let's actually save because I haven't saved in a while. And I think I'm gonna cut out about 10 minutes early. On Thursday, we'll finish up the community lot. We'll do the fountain and gardens. I'll try to remember to put some decorative hoses out here, the exit signs, what else? The fire extinguishers, we'll do the bathrooms. Yeah. We'll finish up this lot on Thursday. That probably won't take very long, to be honest. To just finish up this lot will probably only take an hour at the most. And then to check and make sure I got everything at the other lots that I want to. So we'll either start on a new build or we'll just play something else for the rest of the stream. And for those of you watching this now, I have decided that I am going to not do my giveaway on Discord. I'll do some other giveaways on Discord, so if you're not on the Discord yet, go sign up, go join that. It should be down below somewhere, regardless of whether you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube. Should be down below somewhere. And I'll do some other giveaways on the Discord. Some other stuff. I don't know what. But, oh, that's what I was gonna say. I'm getting so tired. I can't remember what I'm saying. I am going to do the next expansion pack giveaway here live on Twitch. I really, really wish I could live stream over on YouTube as well. That really, really, really bothers me. I would switch. I would like do an hour or two on YouTube and then go over to Twitch, but honestly, it's such a chore to switch everything over and log back in and everything, because I have the bad luck of constantly getting logged out of everything all the time. I have no idea why. So switching back and forth is a real pain. And in a 3-hour live stream, that doesn't seem worth it, right? Yeah, probably not. But I could do a 2-hour live stream in the afternoon on YouTube and then a 2-hour live stream in the evening on Twitch the week of the release. Not the whole week. When does that pack come out? When does Adventure Awaits come out? It's like the 2nd of October. That's a Thursday. So probably live stream like I always do. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So maybe to catch everybody. But I can only have the giveaway once. One time on one channel. And that'll probably be here on Twitch. I feel like that's the easiest. Yeah, I'm sorry. I generally get more live viewers on YouTube, honestly. I get more followers on Twitch. but I get more live views on YouTube. It's really, the way things work out sometimes is really weird and interesting. I wonder what it is. I guess maybe because I've always had my Twitch as part of my giveaways already to begin with. And my second YouTube wasn't, and also you're not allowed to do that on YouTube. You're not allowed to say subscribe to enter this giveaway on YouTube. It's one of their rules. Twitch doesn't care, but YouTube does. And the law says it's fine as long as it's free. If it's free, then it's fine. So, I don't know why YouTube has a problem with it, but that could be the difference. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly. Maybe I'll just live stream on my main YouTube channel all 3 of those days. Then I don't also have to make videos those days either. I can just live stream from like 10 a.m. I don't know. I really wish Restream would work, honestly. Actually, now that I think about it, I'd love to do a giveaway live on Twitch, but I just don't think that's right. So I'll just keep doing the giveaways the way I've been doing them. I think that's the more fair way. That way everybody has a chance. But I will be doing some giveaways on my Discord. For older packs that never got claimed by other people. Even though I tried like 4 or 5 different people, they just never got claimed. Mostly kits. And one expansion pack that I think would go really well with Adventure Awaits. So I'll be doing that very soon on my Discord. So go to the Discord and join. But as for the newest pack, yeah, I'll just do it on Gleam like I always do. I think it's the most fair way to do it, so that everybody gets a chance. But I'll live stream here. I don't know, I'm just rambling now. I'm trying to figure this all out so I get the best coverage of everything, but Restream has made that impossible. And I know how frustrating and difficult it can be for people when they can't use one app or the other for something. I know the majority of people don't want to or can't use the Twitch app. But it's easier and faster to grow on Twitch than it is on YouTube. So, and also you don't want to put like all of your eggs in one basket, if you know what I mean. So if something should ever happen to YouTube but not Twitch, I still have Twitch. If something should happen to Twitch and not YouTube, I still have YouTube to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I know what I'm saying. I do not sleep well. I'm rambling. I was gonna leave 10 minutes ago and I didn't because I'm trying to figure out the logistics of everything. And it's kind of stressing me out a little bit. So I'm just gonna go now because I gotta go to bed anyways. 6:50 comes very early. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna figure everything out and I'll let you know. I'll probably just do a Gleam giveaway like I always do, or maybe I'll start using Google Forms instead of Gleam. that kind of thing. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye.